Somebody wrote into the show on Patreon last episode, and they wrote in saying that the idea was, is Daniel Jones, the Giants quarterback, the frozen pizza of NFL quarterbacks? And I loved it. I think it's phenomenal. I watched the Giants and Cowboys game on Sunday. Daniel Jones was fine. He had 2 touchdowns. He had a fumble, but it was like a handoff, and it was kind of weird. I don't really blame Daniel Jones for that. I love the idea of, first of all, Daniel Jones played well enough to win on Sunday. So I like Daniel Jones. I don't love Daniel Jones. I've never been in love with Daniel Jones, but I think he's very okay. He's fine. He's a capable, he's a solid starting quarterback, but I think nothing more. I've always said, people think I hate Daniel Jones and he's awful. No, I said he's fine. He's totally fine. But that's it. That's where the sentence ends. It's he's fine. Nothing more, nothing less. And so the frozen pizza analogy is perfect. I mean, I love pizza. It's probably my favorite food. I'm even like a glutton. I love the crappy, cheap Costco pizza, which, by the way, is not crappy. It's just terrible for you. It's like $2 for a slice of the gooeyest, cheesiest sludge of pizza you've ever had, and it's amazing. It's nothing compared to New York pizza. I've had New York pizza. It's amazing. But I love pizza. And so the idea that Daniel Jones is the frozen pizza of NFL quarterbacks, meaning that, like, you're happy you have pizza, but it's frozen pizza. It's really not your first option. You would never choose that if anybody gave you any other option. So that's what Daniel Jones is. He's fine, overwhelmingly fine, but he's never your first option, and you would much rather have something better if you could. And so I just want to put that out there. I think Daniel Jones is okay. I think we'll see. I mean, I think they're going to stick with him because they really can't afford to do anything else at quarterback. But I want to put that out there. I love the idea. Who wrote, it was a guy named Daniel C. Weirdly enough, his name was also Daniel, wrote in about the frozen pizza analogy. I loved it, and I thought it was perfect. So Daniel Jones is the frozen pizza of NFL quarterbacks, and I think it's amazing. It's the most perfect way to put it I could ever imagine. So Daniel C., thank you for writing in on Patreon last episode. I thought you nailed it, and there you go.